Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. As you can see, I've big chopped and I'm rocking my real hair. I thought I'd just make this video to kind of share with you guys my experience of being natural so far. So if you watched my transitioning wash day routine, which you totally should, you know that I planned on transitioning for 24 months. However, at the 19-month mark, I started getting the itch. I was wearing sew-ins for the most part, and so every time I would take a sew-in out, I would just have lumps and lumps of hair falling out. Like, hair would be everywhere. And it was giving me anxiety. It was making me nervous to, like, maybe my natural hair was falling out, maybe the relaxed hair. I just didn't know. There would be hair everywhere. And then also, for every, like, 10 strands of natural hair, I had like 1 strand left of permed hair. Like, you would pick a piece of hair up and it would be thick, and then it would just be super thin and just like a few little stringly strands left. And it was like, what's the point of keeping these? Also, and another thing is, like, I was buying these products, I was buying, like, you know, all the cute stuff that they say to use, and I'm buying it, but I'm using it on relaxed hair. You know, I knew this hair wasn't going to stick around for long. I knew it was about to get cut off anyway, so it's like, why are you wasting your products? And then two, which is kind of random, and I don't know if this is factual, but for me, I kind of feel like, okay, this permed hair is basically dead. Is it sucking the energy and, like, the resources from the natural hair? I was thinking, like, okay, maybe my permed hair is just taking the water, taking whatever, the oil, and it's not leaving any for the natural hair. So on my birthday, I just decided, listen, girl, big chop. At midnight on my birthday, I was sitting at home having a drink, since my birthday was on a weekday this year, and I was just like, just chop it off. So I got in the bathroom and I started cutting. My big chop video is a hot ass mess, and that's only because literally it was so impulsive, it was so random. I really didn't know, like, okay, this is the look you're going for, you need to make sure you do an after shot. I mean, it was 2 a.m. and I finally finished at like 2:30 a.m. So whenever I finished my big chop, I just had my hair in plaits and I literally went to sleep. I didn't take the plaits out. I didn't try to comb it or look at it. I was just like, okay, I'm done. It's chopped off. Let's go to bed, because I was exhausted. The next morning, I had to take my dad to the doctor, so I woke up and, like, shampooed it, or I didn't even shampoo it, actually. I just took the plaits out. So I took the plaits out and I was just so happy with it. Honestly, I know some people might give me some thumbs down, I might get some mean comments, but I'm gonna keep it 100 with y'all and be open and honest about my personal journey with transitioning. Me, I was so afraid that I was gonna feel ugly. I was so afraid that I was gonna see my natural hair and be like, you are unattractive, because I hadn't seen it. I don't even know what my natural hair looked like, or I didn't know at that point. So I was scared that, like, I would feel super ugly. I was scared that I would wake up and, like, regret it and be like, why did you cut off your hair? Because for so long, like, my whole life, I've been known as, like, oh, Crystal with the long hair. Oh, Crystal who has the long hair. And I knew it was going to have shrinkage, so I knew it was going to be short. And then two, I've always had straight hair. I didn't know what my texture would be like. And I was never as worried about the texture as I was about the length, to be quite honest. Which, again, I'm being completely transparent. But I was so afraid that I was going to feel ugly. But y'all, when I looked in the mirror with my crazy afro, it didn't have no twist, it didn't have anything, I felt so beautiful. Like, I felt so beautiful. I felt like it was how it was meant to look, if that makes sense. Like, I feel like that's exactly what was meant for, like, my face. Now, I work in corporate America with a whole bunch of people that don't look like me. So I was a little nervous about wearing my natural hair, because before this, I had like 20 inches in my head. You know, I had a 20-inch sew-in. So I'm showing up to work with, like, Goldilocks down to my waist, sew-in for about 6 or 7 months. And so I was super nervous. So I bought, like, a $20 wig from the beauty supply store. Honey, I wore that wig for like a week and 2 days. So literally on Tuesday, I had this jet black silky bob wig, and on Wednesday, I showed up in that bitch with an afro puff. Straight up, like I was like, okay, I'm over it. Questions, don't mention it, keep it moving. But everybody was like, oh my gosh, I love your hair, it's beautiful, it looks so good. Which was funny because I was more worried about their perception of it, which I shouldn't have been, but I was analyzing it more than even they were. My aunt, who is normally pretty opinionated and did not think I should cut my hair, she was like, no, you don't want to have an afro, da, da, da. She was even like, wow, it's pretty. Now my grandmother dragged me for filth. Dragged me. I think the first day I had cut it, or like the second day, I went over there to go visit her. And she was like, what is that on your head? And I was like, my hair, grandma. And she's like, why would you do that? You're gonna show up to work like that? You're gonna, you're a beautiful girl. You're just gonna leave your hair like that? And honestly, if I wasn't strong in my convictions, she would have hurt my feelings. If I wasn't confident in my decision, she would have made me cry. Because she did not let up. She was like, you're not gonna put a pressing comb to it? You're not gonna put a pressing comb? Are you gonna put some curls in it? What are you gonna do? Are you just gonna wear it like this? Okay, regarding my transition, no, I don't regret having a long transition. I think for me, I wanted my hair to be a certain length and I knew what that was. So my transition helped me get there. I think that everybody has to do it in their own time. Where you'll mess up is if you look at somebody else's journey and you're like, okay, that's how mine should be. That's what I should be doing. Because all my friends are natural. I think, yeah, literally all my girls are natural. So, I would get their opinion here and there. But if I followed everything one of them told me to do, or if I held myself to their standards, I would drive myself crazy. For example, me, I permed my edges up until probably the 10th or 11th month. Like, it would be like literally just the edges. I would just put it on there so my edges could be straight. A lot of people are like, what the hell are you doing? Who perms their edges? But for me, that helped me get through my transition. At the same time, I'm glad I didn't wait 24 months. I'm glad I chopped when I did, because I feel like right now is a really good length for me to kind of get to know it, for me to learn how to style it and learn how to do different things. One thing I will say is that, of course, it's a personal journey. I have like expectations and like how other people have done it, and kind of like taking things from what they tell you, but not being, okay, this is how I have to do it. X, Y, and Z did it this way. That's how I have to do it. It helped me and it freed my mind. Going forward over this next year, I want to really focus on getting it healthy. I really want to really focus on like not putting heat on it. My goal is for the next 12 months, so till my next birthday, to do no heat. That is going to be hard for me. It's going to be different, it's going to be hard, but I'm really going to try to focus on no heat. Also, I want to say thank you guys for supporting my channel. As a new YouTuber, I'm still figuring everything out. I don't have the perfect lighting. I'm still trying to figure out where I want to film in my apartment, but I really appreciate the support. So don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like this video, leave a comment letting me know what kind of content you want to see.